and coming to you from the hipster capital of the world, right here in Silver Lake, California. Jay's Bar presents to you the very first Soulless Comedy Show.
Featuring Kathrine Yoon, Irma Rivera, Lain, Tamara Syed, Callahan Welsh.
With your host, Miguel Vegano.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all could be anywhere in the world right now, but you're here. And for that, I'd like to thank you. We're gonna start our first night of Soulless Comedy. Thank you so much, Silver Lake. I love you, and I can barely afford you. Yes, thank you so much for showing up. This is our first night here. You're gonna meet a lot of funny comics, or that's what I've told myself. Honestly, it feels like these are my childhood heroes. And I just want to give it up. They've been touring all over Los Angeles, and some of them even been to New York. So they're all locally sourced. Anyways, my name's Miguel Vegano. That's a stage name, but that's for a different time. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. We're gonna get the ball rolling with our first comic. Now, when I say that she's the funniest woman I know, she is the funniest woman I know, and I can say that because my girlfriend isn't in the room. So, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please present for the first time, Kathrine.
Are you guys ready? You guys didn't think there's gonna be a comedy show here, but here it is. Yes, I am an Asian. I'm an Asian, and this is the first show ever, first comedy show ever for Jay. And as an Asian woman, I would like to give you the greatest gift I can give. A happy ending. Let me just tell you a little bit about my parents. My parents used to be TV reporters. Thank you. And they used to fight a lot. But they somehow couldn't leave their work behind. So every time they fight, they would end the fight with, "Back to you, bitch." I used to have a drinking problem. Drink up, guys. Drink up. But I used to have a drinking problem, and every time I drink, I would go out and look for a one-night stand. I mean, often, I didn't find a nightstand, but I would find like lamps and stuff. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about being a woman. I am a woman, and why is it? Why is it called Plan B when it's Plan A for me all the time? I don't want this baby ever, you know. It's option one for me, option one. I like parties. Oh, thank you. Yes, that's what I was waiting for. It. I like parties, especially search parties, because I know where I hit the body. You know, I want to know if you can figure it out. And this is Wednesday. I know what you guys want to talk about. Concussion. I recently had a concussion, and I'm starting to forget things these days. The other day, I was watching porn with my boyfriend. I'm like, oh my God, I totally forgot that I was in this one. Yeah, he liked Asian porn. Okay, all right. Let's move on. I recently went on to an audition, and they said I need to break my jaw to make my face more round. And I'm like, what you're saying is I need to get back with my ex-boyfriend? Because he's punched me before, and he will do it again. Just do it, just punch it. Okay, all right, okay. I don't know, based on how I give hand jobs, I would be a great balloon animal maker. Guys, first comes pain, and then comes balloon animal. Oh, it's worth it. I'm just gonna tell you a little bit. I'm having a hallucination these days. I'm seeing this 5-year-old girl everywhere I go. She's watching me take a shower. She's watching me cook. She's always on the edge of my bed. Unless I'm going crazy. This must be that girl I hit while drinking and driving. Yeah. Thank you. The guy outside is clapping. Okay, all right. That's all I need. The people here is just like, what's happening? And the guy outside is. The other day I saw a shooting star. And I told my friend, oh, a shooting star. And my friend was like, that's not a shooting star, that's Alec Baldwin. Yeah, because he shot that woman, you know what I mean? Yeah, just letting you know. If you don't have, read it, you may need this information. I am sorry. I only date guys. Okay, are you disappointed? Okay, all right. It's okay, I masturbate, so I'm basically fucking myself, but there's like a thumbs up over there, okay. And I only date guys who are flip cup champions. Because they know how to give fingers. Guys, find flip cup champions. Sorry, I have a. Sorry, I forgot. Okay, all right, okay. This never happens. You know what I mean? Since I had that concussion, My boyfriend and I have been playing tug of war to have a baby or not to have a baby. But we're playing it with other people's baby. People don't like that. Just grab a toddler, guys. Sorry, I used to cut myself. Yeah, in front of Red Cross blood donation bus, just like, come and get it. I know you want it, you know. You guys are fun, you know what I mean? Well, thank you so much. Anyways, 1 minute? Okay, great. Okay, I don't know what to end on. I will, yes, the happy ending. I don't know. I came here 2 years ago, so I don't know American culture or American history. And the other day, I went out on a date with this American guy. I'm sure you just call him a guy. And he told me he used to be part of KKK. And he said he's still regretting it. But I didn't know what KKK was, so I thought it was a boy band, like BTS. And I asked him, what's your greatest hit? He's like, I punched a Latino the other day. Not a good sign, not a good sign. But you know, a good news is that I recently is approved of teaching yoga in prison to a prison inmate. This is true. This is called yoga behind bars. And guys, usually I start a yoga with little meditation. It's gonna go like this in prison. You're free. In 8 to 10 years. You know, just take a deep breath, just relax, you know, close your eyes. But make sure to leave one eye open. So let's recap. This is prison. Like, and people still ask me, like, what happened to that KKK guy? I'm like, oh, I'm still seeing that guy, you know. At the prison where I teach yoga. So that's my time. Thank you so much. Yakuza. Oh my gosh, everybody in that grocery store just starts moving. Oh my gosh, they're like moved by the spirit of the music.
Oh, that was funny stuff. That was really funny stuff. I relate to her on some of the things because I had to learn English as my second language as well. So it's not as easy as it looks, folks. It's not as easy. It's, as they would say, a bitch and a half. And speaking of a bitch and a half, we have a lovely comedian coming up. Her name is Irma, and she is amazing. So please give it up for her.
Give it up, friends, for your amazing host. Welcome to Jay's Bar, everyone. I will now identify as a bitch and a half. Thank you for baptizing me. Something that you learn in the Mexican culture is you get baptized early on. So today, you witnessed another baptism of a bitch and a half. Friends, my name is Irma, or sometimes Irma. It's an identity crisis thing. I think I might be going through a quarter-life crisis. I'm 24. I don't know what's going on. But regardless, it's still an 80-year-old lady name. And I don't have a problem with it being an 80-year-old woman name. I, however, have a problem with all the side effects that it came with. My grandma's name is Irma, and she is not affected by the Irma side effects. My knees hurt. I have back problems. I forget shit. She's running marathons in Mexico. She still remembers Jesus. They went to high school together. She's making his sandals for him. They're on a first-name basis. She calls him Jesus. Yeah. Friends, even though I have an 80-year-old woman name, I do not dress like an 80-year-old woman.
I dress like an 80-year-old man. And this is where I scout the crowd to look for an 80-year-old man without insulting anyone that looks like 80. Well, anyways, a life hack, ladies. Go to the senior citizen lost and found, free stuff, vintage, and right off the racks, you know? Racks. I also like to go to middle schools to look at kids for fashion advice. This is what the kids are currently wearing. No, just kidding. I like to dress like a homeless woman for safety reasons, Ladies, you know it's dangerous out there. And I can't, you're like, why don't you just carry a pepper spray like the rest of us? I can't carry a pepper spray, a taser, or a pocket knife, because if anything, I will be assisting my captor instead of helping myself. So what I found out, ladies, is that you put a cloak over yourself. You grab a cup, whatever cup, and you just roam the streets until you make it back at home safely. Sometimes you get $1. It's fucking great. It's amazing. I like it. I don't have a problem with the homeless, but can we talk about how they really like up their like begging? Well, not begging, like their hustle game. Like honestly, like they got Venmo, they got QR codes, they got OnlyFans. I don't even have that. I'm just jealous is what I'm saying. But honestly, I think I just dress like a Mexican dad. So I'm pretty sure your father has this exact same outfit. Yes. The boots are not because I'm a stud. I tried it, I applied. They're like, no, you're gonna be a part-time chapstick lesbian. I said, I'll take it. I work in construction, so there's a reason for this. Yes, thank you. There's not a lot of us out there. And I get this question a lot, like, Irma, why are you working in construction? And I'm like, honestly, there's not a lot of people that look like me out in construction. And they're like, Mexican? I'm like, no, a girl. No, a girl. And I'm supposed to be at work right now, so if my phone rings, I'm gonna have to pick that up. It's fantastic, I love it. I get to lead meetings, and I love it so much because it's just free open mics. It's just free open mics during the day shift, and then you get lighted, and then you use all of those open mics way too much, and then they boot you to the night shift. That's what happened to me. That's why I'm working nights now. Joke's on them. There's a bunch of chatty Cathys in the night shift, so I'm gonna be running an open mic in construction. Joke's on them. And I have to lead meetings, and it's just a bunch of dudes. It's a whole sausage fest. And the men never pay attention to me, even with a microphone. I brought one into work, they still didn't pay attention to me. So ladies, another life hack. The camel toe is one of the best ways to, exactly, you can look at it or not look at it. There's no kids in the audience, so it's okay. The camel toe is the best way to captivate the male audience, and if you practice enough ventriloquy, we're gonna create something called ventriloquy. I'm still practicing with my fingers, but I'm gonna practice when I get home. Let me know if it works for you. Haven't really tried it, but let me know if it works. I lost my tampon at work, and I was so freaked the fuck. Don't worry, it wasn't used or anything. And I'm just like panicking, because I'm like, oh my gosh, they're gonna find out I'm a girl. And I'm so scared. And so I'm like, where the fuck did I leave my tampon? Is it in the restroom? We share one restroom. So I'm like, fuck, I might have left it there. And then I see one of my coworkers walking away with his hard hat, and my tampon is dangling from his hard hat. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? So I run up and snatch it from him, and he turns around, he's like, what is that? I was like, my Nerf gun. It was my Nerf gun bullet. And now that's an excuse to carry a Nerf gun around work. It's fun. I like it. I had to lead this meeting on like safety, and it had to be either on like the uniform or harassment. And those two last examples show why I can't do that presentation on harassment, because I stay harassing these men, and I think they secretly like it though. All I'm saying is, I don't know if I have ADD, but if I do, I don't want that regular one. I don't want that CD one, that free trial one. I want the premium version of it. Y'all remember Blu-ray CDs and stuff? I want ADHD. That's the one that I want. And I took a quiz online on Snapchat, and it said that I might have it. And I've had people come up to me and be like, there's something going on. And so Since being diagnosed by the internet and by myself, I started self-medicating with weed. Fun stuff. Thank you. Everyone does it. Everyone does it. Yay, weed. Yeah, weed. And I didn't know that I was a stoner until I caught myself meal prepping blunts. I think it's efficient life hack. But as long as I'm not like meal prepping like heroin or like crack, I should still be fine, right? But sometimes I'm like, okay, maybe I got into the weed game a little later in life. I know middle schoolers are like smoking, I know because I went and saw them. And I think it's time to kind of up my drug game to like something more what adults do, like cocaine, right? Like cocaine. No, that's not an adult drug? Okay. Please put your suggestions in the suggestion box. It's an imaginary one, and that will decide what drugs I will be doing next. Thank you. What did I want to talk about? Oh my gosh, ADD. I forget shit. I really do. I don't know if it's all the smoking or just the personality. And oh my gosh, I love to go shopping in like Hispanic grocery stores because they're always playing the classics. Rest in peace, gente. And one of my favorite experiences that I had, I kid you not, this was like an episode of Rosa de Guadalupe. If y'all have seen this, y'all know. It's exactly what happened in that grocery store. So I have my little basket on me, picking up my fruits and veggies and all that stuff, right? And then all of a sudden I hear sa, yakuza, yakuza. Oh my gosh, everybody in that grocery store just starts moving. Oh my gosh, they're like moved by the spirit of the music. And then I see an old lady, she gets moved and she's in a wheelchair and she's like, yakuza, yakuza. She's moving, she's walking around, it's a miracle. I told you, Rosa de Guadalupe. And even the avocados showing in, they're like, yakuza, yakuza. And the cashier's like, this happens every single day. It's normal, paper or plastic, just get on out of here. So go shopping at your local Mexican grocery store. It's gonna be a blast. And if not, and if you're like, I'll shop at Trader Joe's or Vons. Sometimes, I don't know who's DJing those grocery stores, but sometimes it's an EDM concert and I feel like I'm just going to the beat in the exact same situation. You may witness a miracle at Vons later this week, and I hope you do. I think it's really interesting that our, would you say that every generation improves upon the next, right? Not like, I secretly want to be a boomer because I'm like, I want to be on my way out. But each generation is better than the previous. But guys and gals, when did we decide to start believing in rocks again? That was what the cavemen people, also, side note, I did charge my rocks, and I hope you all charged your rocks in this past full moon, and you got your haircuts because your hair will grow faster. It's facts. It's facts. It's facts. But buying rocks, I had a friend tell me that they bought a $300 rock. It didn't even work. So you walk on the streets, and you see all these other little rocks that didn't make the cut. And I was just so moved by all of these pebbles and stones that I saw on the floor that I started a nonprofit for these rocks. It's called Rocky Times. It's a real website. And on this website, I created profiles for all of these pebbles, all of these stones, and each of them can be matched to one of you tonight. And I hope that y'all visit this very real website and find a rock that speaks to you today. Friends, my name is Irma and I identify as cocaine. I hope you all have a great rest of your night. Thank you.
All right, give it up for Irma. Oh my goodness. She does have to go to work, ladies and gentlemen. So a hardworking Mexican as that. So give it up one more time.
But my girl and I, we've actually been together for about 8 years now. So, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, we ain't getting married though.
Oh man, that's some shit, dude. I don't know what I would be if I was the construction worker where that tampon fell on him. But imagine if you brought that home. You didn't know and you just bring that home. It's like your girlfriend, your wife's like, whose fucking tampon is that, baby? I don't know. Please I don't know, baby. I don't know. I don't even know what a tampon is. The next person doesn't also know what a tampon is. We met at the dog park, ladies and gentlemen. And he also has a show called The Good Vibes. It is happening May 21st, 10:30 at the Third Wheel. It's right off Santa Monica. I know you guys have other things to do, but cancel them and go to that show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up to the very funny Justin!
Yo, I know what a tampon is, okay? Let's just get it out of the way. I'm an adult, okay? I'm in a relationship. I'm the one who has to go in the store to get a tampon, so I know what it is. All right, I'm doing my part for feminism for that, okay? All right. No, for real, y'all, like, really, serious, like, thanks for coming out, really, supporting comedy. Like, y'all, we didn't ask you for, we did ask you for that, but y'all still came. Because, there's some people out there in the world who don't support comedy at all, Particularly, there are people who do not support me doing comedy at all. That person is my dad. That man he has let it be known on several occasions he is not with the riffs or the giggles. I try to invite him to the show each time, and each time he always says, nah, I'm good. Like, that's just his standard. Like, I remember the first time I was 5 years old, I told him a joke, he booed me. Like, that was the moment I knew, like, oh, he is not with me on this. Like, I remember recently, he visited me, and I had a show coming up, and I was happy about it, because, like, look, it's perfect. Starts at 8 p.m., he goes to bed at 11 p.m. It's awesome for both of us, bet. So I simply said, hey, Dad, do you want to come to a show with me and stuff? Like, it'll be fun. Afterwards, you go to bed, so it's great for both of us. And he drew me a curveball. He was like, is there going to be any cussing at the show? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, that's going to be a no for me, dog. Like, that was it was a great moment learning my dad was Rennie Jackson from American Idol. Like, I thought I was going to go take it to Hollywood, and he immediately denied it and stuff. Like, I believe my dad does not support me doing stand-up comedy so much that he would prefer if I was gay instead of doing stand-up comedy. Because with being gay, at least he can make sense of that. He could be like, look, he was born this way. He says this is who he is, and this is who he is, I support him. Stand-up comedy, he's just been like, look, this boy ain't right. He says he was born to do this, but I don't know, I think it's a choice. Like, in my house, it's Adam and Eve, not Adam rules of 3. Like, that's just been his energy the whole time. Like, mom's support, but dad's just been like, look, I'm sorry, I can't see you having a Netflix special one day. Yeah, this got really sad real quickly. I just noticed that. Like, halfway through. I was seeing a joke, and I saw the sadness. I was like, oh, this is going south immediately. Like, this is not uplifting as I hoped, I've come to learn something recently about my girlfriend and I. My girlfriend's trying to succeed in filmmaking, and I'm trying to succeed in comedy. I've accepted the fact that both of us are going to die poor. Like, that's just the reality situation. Like, our relationship was built on 2 things, 100% trust, 100% creativity. Our relationship was not built on 0% financial literacy. Like, that's the reality situation. Like, the first time we tried to fill out a W-4 form, we almost broke up. Like, that was the moment. It was like, she was yelling at me, so I don't know where to put these taxes at, do you? And I was like, okay, I don't know either and stuff. I don't know. But my girl and I, we've actually been together for about 8 years now and stuff. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, we ain't getting married though. It's so fun doing that bit. We're happy about this choice. Our parents are depressed about it so much so. Like, I remember the first time my mom heard of us dating, she was happy about it. She was like, oh, can't wait for you guys to fall in love, recognize you're gonna spend your life together, and then walk down that aisle. And at the 5-year mark, she was like, well, sometimes people take time to look at what they want to do with their life. But I'm looking forward to it. You guys are amazing and awesome. 8-year mark, look, I'm gonna die soon. So you could speed us up if you could, please. Stuff like, she the other day actually sent me a pic. The pic was of an empty wedding aisle with a cake, white doves, and rose palettes. Underneath it, she said, this could be you. And I texted her back and I was like, burn it all down. Like, I'm not gonna be in misery like you and Dad, yeah. We love living in sin in this relationship. Like, that was the key ingredient of it all. I'm actually worried about my girlfriend though, because she's become very overprotective about our dog. Like, we have a husky and everything. And he's okay, You know, but she's become overprotective to the point where she doesn't want other breeds around him. Like she told me before I went to the dog park with him, she said, okay, no pits, no Rottweilers, no German Shepherds. No pits, no Rottweilers, no German Shepherds. And hearing that, I was just like, oh, you mean no niggas? Like it's just, like the reality situation is really messed up. She's basically saying that, hey, it's cool for him to be around Amy and her demonic Shih Tzu. But immediately, if Darius and Daisy people say, what up, we got now. Like, that's just the messed up part of it all and stuff. Like, it's even more messed up, too, because my girlfriend's black. So I just feel she led up the whole culture with that statement, basically. Like, I look at her, I'm like, look, did you not know what DMX taught us? When he said, where my dog's at, he was talking about golden retrievers. Like, that's the viewpoint. Like, she hates when I do that joke, because she's like, I don't want people to think I'm on Uncle Tom. And I'm like, look, bae, that's too late already. I mean, there's already 4 hashtags on Twitter about you already. Like, you just got to accept the fact you disappointed black people just now with that statement, you know. It's really crazy. I don't know. I'm trying to do something different this year. I decided to stop smoking weed for starters. You know, don't feel bad for me. I'm happy and stuff. You know. Well, we could all meet in other ways. Sorry, this was trying to be crowd work. It went horrible. All right. No, the reason I decided to stop smoking weed, not for health reasons, it's just to me, weed has become boring. If that makes sense. To me, weed has basically become the Facebook of drugs. Like at one point, we all thought it was cool to do. You know, we also, you know, always be around our friends. We would poke them to pass a joint and whatnot. You know, but now it's just like, yo, there's too many old people on this shit. Like that's just like the reality. And when I say old, I don't mean old like 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s old. I mean old like, yo, this guy saw Lincoln get shot. Like that's old by me and stuff. Because I was at the dispensary and there was this old guy who came up to me and stuff. I didn't know who he was, but he wanted to have a conversation with me and stuff. And so he started talking to me. He was like, yo, I'm really proud of your generation for doing a good thing and making this stuff illegal and everything. You guys are doing amazing, wonderful things. Please keep up the good work. And at that moment, I was just like, yo, we got to keep the war on drugs alive. Like, that's just, you know, like, you know what? Maybe Nixon was right. You know, it's, like, I can't have my old people be happy about what I'm doing. I need my old people to be disappointed in what I'm doing. Like, if an old person supports me, it just lets me know that I've fallen off. You know, like if I do something bad and an old person hates me, it lets me know that I'm doing something right and life is going to be beautiful for me. Like that's just the truth of the matter. Like I'm honestly missing the days where we had our own dealers. So I don't know if you guys felt this, but every time you had your own dealer, you would text them about where to meet at. It felt like you were going on a field trip. Because I remember one time I texted my dealer and I was just like, hey man, look, I'm looking to buy an ounce. What's a good, fun, safe spot we can meet at? And he texted me back and he was like, Chuck E. Cheese. Yo, I went to that Chuck E. Cheese only with a bag of weed, but I came out with a bag of weed and a plush animal toy. Like that was the funnest day ever, both getting high and getting tickled meat. Like that was the seriousness of the matter. So like, you think you could get out of a dispensary? No, at best you're gonna get 2 things, $200 gummy bears and a cop mad-eyeing you, basically. Wishing this stuff was illegal again so we can make some mass arrests. So what I'm trying to say is that we gotta vote Republican come this season. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's hardcore what I'm trying to say and stuff, you know. I don't know. Who wooed that? Oh, damn, I have too much influence right now. I don't know. I work with kids with autism, you know. No, don't yeah that. They're horrible people. Kids with autism, real quick, yeah. Kids with autism are supervillains to everyday life. If a kid with autism sees you're having a great time, they'll ruin that time for you. That's the truth of the matter and stuff, you know. Because there's this one kid I deal with, his name is Devrick. And I asked Devrick, like, hey, Devrick, how do you play this game? And he looked at me and he was like, well, we played the same way I played with your mom's ass last night. Whoa, what, bitch? I was like, Jesus Christ, Devrick. Yo, man, look, I'm gonna give you an exclamation point for inappropriate language. I'm gonna give you a high five for your mama joke. Come here, my man, come here. Like, that's the seriousness of the matter, I don't know. Devrick's gotten really insane, though. He wants to fight me. Like, he's like challenging to fight me each day he sees me to the point where he's like being strategic about it, where he tells me like, look, Justin, come to my house. You bring the gloves, I bring the ice. My dad will be the referee, okay? And I'm like, oh no, Derek, I can't fight you, man. It's, you know, and he's like, oh, why? Because you're a pussy? So I've been called a pussy each day by a 10-year-old who's obsessed with trains, so that's great. And I'm like, no, man, I'm not a pussy. It's like, I do want to fight you, okay? But I'm just thinking of the logistics situation. I'm thinking of, okay, with each punch I give this 10-year-old child, what is the maximum prison sentence I will receive? Like, that's just a reality situation. Like, okay, with a one punch, should I get 30 to life or community service hours? You know. All right, lots of you guys want to fight kids with autism. Cool, 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 cool. That's great. That is beautifully great. Yeah. Actually, I'll leave you guys with this. When she was alive, my grandma, she had this really messed up big toe. And I was so captivated by it, so one day I asked her, hey, Grandma, how'd you get this messed up big toe like that? Because, you know, I was a little kid, so I was curious. And she told me the story about how my uncle, he had this beautiful border collie dog, and she didn't like it. So one day she got a gun, she aimed it at the dog and pulled the trigger, and a bullet came out, missed the dog, but hit her big toe. I believe that story for years and years and years, and I told people that. I told my mom recently, because that was her mom, and I asked her, like, yo, so what'd you guys do exactly? Like, how did you guys deal with that? And she looked at me and she was like, yeah, Justin, it never happened. And I was like, wait, what? Hold up, wait, what do you mean it never happened? Like, yeah, your grandma's big toe doesn't look like that because she tried to shoot a dog. Like, wait, then how did her big toe look like that? And she told me, the reason why your grandma's big toe looks like that is because she shot up heroin up her big toe. So what I got from that story is that junkies are really good at telling stories. Also, too, it explains why every time my grandma would tell me a bedtime story, she would be the first to nod off. All right, you guys have been great. My name is Justin Lain. Peace.
Give it up one more time for the very funny Justin.
I feel like that joke could only work in Silver Lake. Like, I'm not doing it anywhere else.
Yo, it's some shit when you find out that your grandma is lying to you, right? Because like my grandmother, she meant well, is what I'm trying to say. She would be like, si no comes, te va a llevar el cucuy. And like now looking up, I'm like, why was I so afraid of shit? Like why did I have anxiety? Makes sense. I didn't eat my spinach that one time. The cucuy was gonna get me. Yeah, it all makes sense. All makes sense. Well, this next comment makes it make sense for her. And honestly, she is one of the funniest comics I know. Please give it up for Tamara!
Yes, give it up for yourselves for not walking out as soon as this comedy show started. Yes. I want to know where all my hotties at with tummy issues. Make some noise. Yes. I get big girl tummy aches, okay? I have a disease, it's called gastritis. It's a real disease. It just basically means that I burp a lot. I'll probably fart during sex too. I don't have IBS though, that's like mature woman tummy aches. At least I think I don't have IBS. I went to my doctor recently and she sat me down, she was like, so what diseases do you have? And I like took a second to be like, wait, isn't that your job? But to be honest, I trusted her because I haven't had health insurance since I was like 12 years old. I just thought this is like standard practice now. But what was cool about my doctor, right, is like, I would just tell her things and she would prescribe me medication. Like I was like, oh yeah, I'm depressed. Boom, Lexapro. I was like, oh, you know what? I actually have trouble focusing. Boom, Adderall. And then I was like, you know what, let me spice it up a little. I like to add a little spice to my Sprite once in a while. Bet, codeine, yeah. No, I'm joking, I don't drink codeine, I'm not that cool. I'm born and raised in Los Angeles. Yes, I'm a rare Pokemon, I'm like a Charizard. Growing up in Los Angeles, you're just like not super into celebrity culture.
I feel like it's just really toxic to like blindly follow a person into like any endeavor without holding them accountable. But here's why I think Kanye West should be president. Number one, he's a Gemini. I'll explain later. Number two, he survived the Kardashian curse. Dun, dun, dun. If you don't know what the Kardashian curse is, it basically means, well, first of all, it's curse with a K. It basically means that when you marry into this family, your career will plummet into the pits of hell where they came from. So that's why I think Kanye West should definitely be president. I mean, if he survived the Kardashian curse, I just feel like this man can run this country. I feel like he's our key to free Palestine. So I'm Muslim, and even though, hold the applause. If you don't woo at that, you're racist. So even though I'm Muslim, I used to love getting brown girl wasted. So there's a clear difference, thank you. There's a clear difference between getting brown girl wasted and white girl wasted. White girl wasted, you're gonna text your ex like an idiot. Brown girl wasted, I used to text my mom. Like, I'm sorry, Mom. Can you come pick me up? I feel like my mom walked away from the religion because after our parents divorced, she married a white guy. I know, gross. But there's some clear perks to having a white stepdad, my guys. Like, oh my God. Like, when my dad died, okay, all he left us with was his debt and a little brother. But when my white stepdad dies, oh my gosh. I'm gonna get season tickets to the LA Kings game, people. I don't even like hockey, but I'm gonna go. And I'm getting a house in Tehachapi. Yeah. You know what the best part of that is? I'm Palestinian, he's Jewish, I'm just getting my land back. I feel like that joke could only work in Silver Lake. Like, I'm not doing it anywhere else. My cousin, though, my Muslim cousin, converted to Christianity for a man. I know, like, if you're gonna convert to Christianity, like, don't do it for some white dick. Like, if I'm gonna convert to Christianity, like, I'm gonna need Chick-fil-A open on a Sunday, all right? Can I get an amen? Yes, I need Chick-fil-A open at 3 a.m. on a Sunday, get my waffle fries and my large Sprite for my codeine, thank you. You know what I hate more than people who like love astrology? Is like people who hate astrology. They're so annoying, like get a personality, like, okay, you hate astrology, just like admit that you hate women, bro, like. And to be honest, like, how can you hate like a system that like studies the planets? Like, Saturn don't give a fuck about you, dog. Like, I do love astrology, actually. It's out now. People know, but I'm gonna try crowd work right now. Cause yeah, what's up? How are you? What's that purple thing? Are you in a gang? Do you say you wish? We can start one. Huh? No, I meant to say no. Okay. Secret pad on her arm. We don't know what it is. What's going on? You guys are so supportive. Love you guys. This is a date? Yeah. You seem a little confused, like you weren't certain about it. Like, okay, no, she cute. Yeah, this is a date. Yeah, we're gonna ask you again. Is this a date? Oh, he's a Gemini. That's why he's a little shifty. He can't be president. Just Kanye. I'm gonna leave you guys with this. I feel like gaslighting is a real issue in society right now. Like, I just think that we need to come to terms with it. And a lot of people, I feel like, though, use gaslighting in the wrong way and don't really know what that means. I'm just not going to tell you how. Thank you, everyone. My name is Tamara.
Give it up for the very funny Tamara.
I'm sorry, are you looking at your Instagram and indulging in your narcissism? I would recommend it.
Funny stuff. I love horoscopes, man, because I'm the best sign. I'm a Libra. Y'all can hate. He gets it. Y'all, don't hate on perfection is what I say. But I go on the memes. That's what hooks me. But what pissed me off is that they also tell you, do you want to follow like the Scorpio memes and the fucking Aries memes? And then you start watching, I was like, I guess I have some Aries tendencies. But all I gotta say, folks, is never trust a Gemini, all right? Don't know how to say that nicely. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the next comedian is one of my favorite comedians, and I'm personally honored to have him here. But the next guy is kind of weird, so good luck. Coming to the stage is our good friend, Callahan.
No pictures, please. It's video? Could you take that camera into the bathroom? Okay. Thanks, Mom. Shut the aloha, fellow concubines and SAG actresses. Look, really quick, no hard feelings. If you want to get going to your orgy or look on your phone, on your TikTok, feel free to. There's no reason for you to listen to me. Nobody wants to leave? This would be the intermission part of the show, so no hard feelings if you want to leave. Please leave. Okay. I'm sorry, time out. Excuse me, bartender? Are you gonna be making drinks all night? Okay. Time in. I'm sorry, time out. Excuse me, ma'am. Are you gonna heckle me with positivity and laughter all night? Yes. Yes, I will. Okay, gratitude. Time in. Time out. Okay, time in. Time out. There's a stool here. Okay. Please don't yell at me. I was just joking. Okay. First and foremost, much respect to any veterans or service members that might be here tonight. I kindly appreciate your service to this ungrateful country. Secondly, much respect to my fellow stand-up comedians. Stand-up comedy is a very challenging task, to write jokes without plagiarism and to be vulnerable and tell your life story the way that you see it as a byproduct of society. I'm sorry, time out. Did I say something funny? Okay, time in. I'm sorry, time out. Okay. Aloha, fellow porn stars and SAG actresses. Welcome to the Comedy Store. No. Quick public safety announcement, something you guys don't care about. I'm not a stand-up comedian. I'm more like a... I'm more like a stand-up depression. I'm sorry, time out. Bartender? Bartender? Okay. Time in. A few fun facts about me that you guys don't care about. My name is Callahan Welsh, which means nothing. Time out. You're the only one laughing. Nobody else is laughing. What is your credibility amongst everyone else? Okay. ¿Tú puedes hablar en español? Sí, yo estoy peruano, yo puedo hablar en castellano. ¿Tú sabes? ¿Está bien? Oh, qué bueno. ¿Iego hanasamaska? ¿Iego hanasamaska? Watashi wa Hawaii kara kimashita. Are they laughing outside? Could you shut the door? I don't want their narcissism to overpower mine. No pictures, please. Security. Okay. You guys can go at any time. You guys can vote me off, whatever it is you want to do. I have a fear of public speaking. I apologize for looking nervous, overweight, and white privileged. I mean you no harm. I assure you I'm the nicest racist you'll ever meet. With that being said, please start my time. Quick public safety announcement. For every laugh you guys give me tonight, a baby dies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bye, guys. A little bit more about me that you guys don't care about. I am an Aquarius, which means I like to take showers. Also, as an alpha male with insecurities, I take self-defense classes against women. A little bit more about me that you guys don't care about. I am bipolar, which means I'm half bi, half polar bear. Rar. Moist. Did that get any women moist? These next statements are brought to you by trying to get a woman's number after the show. A little bit more about me that you guys don't care about. I spent 8 years in the Marine Corps cleaning toilets with my tongue. So now I can't taste STDs when I go down on a woman. I'm sorry. Time out. Did you think that was funny? Yeah. Did you understand the premise? Yeah. Did you understand the setup? I don't have a STDs, but you try. Security? You guys don't have security here? LAPD has security. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. Where's that woman? Please, Mom, shut the moving here from the ghetto streets of Hawaii, I just got a new job at a retail store putting mannequins together so I can politely tell women I'm a bodybuilder. I'm sorry, are you looking at your Instagram and indulging in your narcissism? I would recommend it. Quick public safety announcement. For every laugh you guys give me tonight, a baby dies. I was just joking. What's my time? Nobody's laughing. I got 300 more hours of this, so it's, oh, actually, because it's 420, like all the other comedians, I'd like to light up a little bit of cannabis for you guys. April Fools, April Fools, April Fools. I gotta put the weed in it first. Excuse me, bartender, can we hotbox? Really? Is the CDC here tonight? Do you guys want to vote me off? Do you want more? Okay, well, I don't have any more, so. And just so you guys can see, there's nothing in here. Okay, good. I'll let you guys get back to your orgy. But before I go, I know you guys were not entertained. I apologize for being so... Cállate, por favor. But before I go, I'd like to leave you guys with a terrible magic trick, if that is okay. But first, I'd like to show you guys my penis, if that's all right. No pictures, please. The magic trick is I take this penis and turn it into a vagina. And that's for you now. I wore that all the way from Hawaii, so first class. All right, well, nobody's impressed with the second one. No, I'm kidding. A vagina. Anyways, my name is Overweight Dave Chappelle. Please don't follow me on Pornhub. Drive safe. Have a good night.
Give it up one more time for Callahan. Lo voy a decir, pero es el único güero que yo le doy confianza. ¿Para qué te engaño? Y va a ser, honestamente, el último también. Anyways, thank you guys so much for coming out. I know you had so much to do on a Wednesday night, but thank you so much for coming out. Like I said, if you want to follow us on Soulless Comedy. We will try to be here every once in a while. But thank you so much. You could be anywhere in the world, so thank you for being here. All right, and good night. Take care. Thank you so much.
All right. Single parent.